Crabman from Crabman Gaming here. Today I am playing Cricket Captain 2021, the 100 as the Welsh Fire. Now the 100 in real life kicks off in just 3 days time, so I thought I would take you through a season. I played one back in 2020 with the Trent Rockets, but we'll see how different it is this year. Let's get cracking on. So thanks very much for joining me. Plenty of Cricket Captain on my channel. I had a really quick practice and I came up with a team that I wanted. Here's my 11 and Geedy on international duty and a few subs in here. So I wanted Bairstow and Banton. Don't really know who this Cobb guy is. Sorry if he's yours. I've renamed the teams as well, which I find is great. I couldn't space Northern Superchargers. That was as long as it let me do the team the same as last year. Anyway, let's get to my team. Bairstow, Banton, Duckett is aggressive. I want him at 3. Phillips, the New Zealander, at 4. Deploy at 5. Ollie Pope is a bit of an anchor at 6. Higgins at 7. I wanted Critchley in at 8. He's been doing some good work. If it lets me look at the current year, if it's anything like my last game, yeah, he's going well. Oh no, he's Critchley. He only played one game. That's not good. He was actually doing better before. Plunkett, Case, Ahmed, and Payne. Yeah, Jake Ball, he hasn't been playing any domestic cricket. Not a huge fan, to be honest. So I'm leaving him out for now, and I'm going to open up with Plunkett. Actually, no, I want to open up with Payne, because I like opening with a left-hander, and Plunkett second. That looks pretty good. It's a bit of a shame you can't add anyone to your squad. I was thinking about going through to a second series and playing there, but and changing all the squads, but I'll leave it as realistic as possible. So the Northern Superchargers taking on the Welsh Fire. I've actually played this on Cricket 19 as well. That was released a couple of days ago, so I'll try and get a video up of the 100 on Cricket 19 as well sometime in the near future. Let's have a look at the Superchargers team. Tom Collar-Cadmore, Chris Lynn, the Australian, absolute beast. Adam Lyth, he's played around for a long time. Benny Stokes at 4. Brooke, I don't really know him. John Simpson, the keeper, who's just played in the one-day series. David Willey, staple of the England T20 and one-day international teams, despite not being in the World Cup squad. Thompson, Adil Rashid, Rain, and Mujib Al-Rahman, who plays a lot of T20, Afghanistani spinner. For the Welsh Fire, Johnny Bairstow, Tom Banton, Ben Duckett, Glenn Phillips. I think it's like Louis Duploy. He's got a weird South African name I can't pronounce. I apologise. Ollie Pope, Higgins, Critchley, Liam Plunkett, Case Ahmed, and he's bringing the Payne at number 11. It's a bit of a cloudy day like most English days, and bit of spin on offer. Tails never fails. The Welsh Fire have lost. We're going to bowl. I actually wanted to bowl first. I batted first in my practice game, and I got pretty pumped. I'll just put highlights on all of it just for the power play, and then I'll stick to just highlights in the first game. Let's get my mate to bowl full. Here he is. What's his name? David Payne. Bring in the Payne. Here comes the Payne. Brock Lesnar. It's full straight. Now, it's a catch. What a catch at first lip. Now, I do apologise. I haven't quite been able to figure out how to get the sound to work on my recording. I don't really know what the issue is. I can have sound when I'm playing like PS4, 5, etc. consoles through Elgato, but recording my PC sound just hasn't seemed to be working. So it's just me and you. And basically, I always play it with the sound off anyway, because I find the sound quite annoying. So it's just me and you. Now, they don't have overs in the 100, they have sets. So here's the first set of 5, and I'm going to get Payne to bowl again. In last year's game, my suggestion was that there was like a repeat over button down here, so you could bowl the same bowler again without having to go all the way up here and change them. It still hasn't happened, so we will see. Plus, you can't click where you want your length. You have to just click it 3 times. So hopefully they can fix this soon, because this is also like pretty annoying. All right, Payne's going to bowl again. I do like it kind of keeps their same over. Been dispatched for 4 to Adam Lyth. Hit down the ground. Thanks as well for all the comments on my previous video. Really well appreciated. I love it when people comment. My number one thing I like is comments. So if you comment, I love chatting to everybody. If you flick a like, that also helps the video. And if you'd like to subscribe, that always helps me out too. And there's my one-time shill during this video. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy some more Cricket Captain 2021. Been playing this game for a long time. All right, let's take Payne off and get Higgins on. Let me know what teams you like playing as. Any suggestions? I might play through an Australian save. I know there are some other YouTubers that play some Cricket Captain as well. But I might play my Australian save once again. This is the end of the power play. Oh no, Plunkett's right arm. First debut for England in 2005. He's been around the scene a long, long time. And he was playing just a couple of years ago in the England one-day setup. Life has hit a nice four. I remember him playing in the Ashes against Australia and he made no runs whatsoever. That was the end of his test career. They stuck with him though for the 5 tests. That was some terrible fielding. Who was that? I did play as well today. Crabman did get a game of cricket in, which is great, even though I live in Auslan and it is the winter. Crushing victory for my side. So that was, well, it's okay when it's a crushing victory. It's had a little roll, a couple of wickets, but not too much else to do. All right, let's get the spin on. Let's get Case. Very exciting prospect, Case Ahmed. Was playing for the Hobart Hurricanes in the Big Bash. And I won't change the field again. Generally, I like to make my own fields, but I'll leave the game default on because you don't really want to watch me fiddle about with fields. That's hit him outside leg stump. Like I said in the last game as well, ooh, just outside the line, I was hitting the stumps. I'm still getting used to playing this on a PC monitor. I played this on my laptop last year. Oh, it's ripped right through him. Case Ahmed, he's got the mighty Chris Lynn. Lynn's on his way for 20 from 15. We're into the 6th set. There are some quirky rules for the 100 as well. But it is kicking off in just 3 days' time if you're watching this as the video is released. I'm going to keep Case on again. It's annoying you kind of have to set the field again. It's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I've been mainly playing on my laptop, and then once I'd stop recording videos for the channel, just playing the game on my phone. Generally before bed's a good time to get a bit of Cricket Captain on. Oh, it's a huge 6. I thought I'd turn that off. But hopefully you're enjoying just listening to my voice as we play a bit of Cricket Captain. 52, 54 for 2. That's out. Gone. Stokes is out for just 2. Just going to turn it to chances only. I like to have chances only on when I play. Case Ahmed, he's going to complete a good couple of sets here. So the rules are the power play is 5 overs or 5 sets of so 25 balls. Batsmen don't swap ends at the end of each over. I'm not sure whether I think they do still swap ends, but and bowl from opposite ends. But the batter stays on strike. They don't swap over, so that's something a little bit different as well. And there are a couple of other quirky little rules available as well, but really that's about it. There's like a timeout, but that's just like the IPL. The IPL's had a timeout for a long time. Good start. I might have my bowling card on. I know it's good to look at the batters. Higgins, he's done well. Might just push these spinners through in one go. Interesting to know what is a good score in 100. I think maybe 150 is a good score, 1.5 per ball. It kind of tells you here what they're on track for. 150, well, 158. Might have to bowl get Critchley on again here. Oh dear. Getting a little bit expensive. 100 for 3 leads. Big shout. Don't know what for. It was miles away from the bat. Miles away. Interesting to see. Can't get the words out. That's out. Oh, who was that? What your thoughts are on the game from last year? Are there enough changes for you? Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? I buy it religiously every year. I think that's just not out. Just pitching outside leg here. Oh, I wasn't even hitting the stumps. Terrible umpiring. Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? Is it too similar for you? I know it's I think it was a pretty tough year for the Childish Things team because we didn't hear anything about this game until about 3 weeks before. So I thought with the current environment that it might have been just a bit too difficult for them to get a game out. And really, there's not that many features different from last year. So is it enough for you to buy the game? I know there's a few hardcore fans like myself that'll always buy it, and I'll buy it again when it becomes available on Android. But are you going to buy it is the big question. I do like playing the 100 in this format. I'm still not completely convinced if I'm going to enjoy watching the 100, and I think maybe because it's English teams or British teams, because we've got the Welsh Fire in here. If there was an Australian version, would I be into that a little bit more? I'm not really sure. It's a wait and see approach. I don't think it's not too much different. Okay, we've got Higgins bowling. These two have put on a lot of runs. 60 for Lai, 56 for Brook. Who have they got left to bat? Simpson, who took 5 catches in, I think, the final one-day international or the third one-day international between England and Pakistan. Absolute run fest at Trent Bridge the other day. 232 to Pakistan, 201 to England. What a game that was. Liam Livingstone scoring a magnificent 100 and a 50 in just 17 balls. But Brooks out. Payne's got a wicket. We'll play less highlights as they go on as well and just get through the series. I assume it's 7 matches plus finals. We'll see if I get to finals, because in my T20 journey as Australia, I was terrible and really only beat the minnows, and I lost to everybody else, which is quite surprising. Did he give that out? No, not out. Where's the review? I don't think they have reviews in this, but Plunkett, this is a really good last couple of sets here from the Welsh Fire. If you have a look in the last, I'm not going far that back, but last 19 balls, it was 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 runs in the last 19, which was a really good finish, especially with 2 set batsmen. The figures, the spinners really got smashed and tidy from the pace trio. Okay, opening up, this is what I really wanted for the Fire, some Bairstow, Banton and Duckett, and then Phillips, Deploy and Pope just to kind of anchor in after. Alright, so we won't, because we're only chasing 147, we won't make them too aggressive. We'll just keep 4s on during the power play. Very close. That used to get caught a lot in the previous versions. I don't know if they've tweaked, because every time it goes out there, that guy doesn't seem to do the diving catch anymore. Stokes has opened with 2 sets in a row. Tommy Banton, he played for the Brisbane Heat as well. I'll tend to know if any of these players have played for the Big Bash franchises. My franchise is the Perth Scorchers. That's out. How come he's calling it? Was it the bowler's end? Johnny Bairstow, he's out. The captain, the keeper, the talisman of the team. Oh, Tommy Banton, what was that? I do like the swapped ends, but Rain here, he's got 1 for none, 2 dots. I like they've replaced maidens with dots. That's a good feature. But is it enough feature changes for you? Phillips, very talented for New Zealand. He's made his test debut when half the New Zealand side got sick last year against Australia. But very handy T20 player. He's been playing for a lot of franchises around the world. Oh, nice shot from Phillips. Whip Stokes. Okay, we need 149. That's the strike rate required. 112 from 75. And I kind of like that. It says, I like it runs per over in normal T20s, but in this format, I don't mind the strike rate. I'm just going to keep it at none, and I'll bring it back on with 5 to go. Sometimes that's a bit easier to keep track of the score as well. Okay, 30 for Phillips. Stokes has bowled 4 of the first 6 sets. That's quite weird. On comes Rashid. Just going to move that over a little bit. Just move my mic out of the way. I do need to get a boom for my mic so it doesn't quite sit in the way as much. Okay, there's a wicket. Who got out? Oh, Banton. No, not Banton. Duckett, 7 off 13. It's terrible. Look at Phillips go. Yeah, Louis? Is that Louis? I don't know. You might know. Help me out in the comments if you know. All right, 65 off 50. That should be very doable. Oh, Phillips, spoken too soon. Ollie Pope, pretty good T20 average. Oh, no, bowl by Rashid first ball. 5 off 35. Let's get it down to 28 from 25 in this first game. That's a top edge. He's been caught at deep backward point off a top edge on a sweep. Very bizarre. Very bizarre indeed. All right. Critchley's in. Rashid doing the damage. Oh no. That was a maiden. If you get a maiden here. Got William Thompson into bowl. Surprised Willie hasn't bowled before. Rashid's got 1 to go. He's got 3 for 10. We need 28 from 20. I'll go each ball. Oh no, he's gone through. We need Plunkett. This looked like it was a done deal. We've got Critchley and Plunkett in. Oh, well done, Liam Plunkett. Free those big arms. You should see him. He's been in the gym. He is an absolute physical specimen as he's nicked off second ball. Oh dear, we're in a bit of trouble now. Come on, Case. Yes, well done, Case Ahmed. See, I know how to pronounce his name. Just Case, like a case of beer or Coke or soft drink or whatever you want. All right, 16 from 14. Just nerdle, just nerdle. 13 from 10. Critchley, I think, needs to go a bit harder. He's the more experienced batter. Average at 18, average at 12 for Ahmed. Oh dear. This is where you don't want to clip the overs through. Oh, that is out. Payne, I don't know his batting. Oh, he's got 6 first-class 50s. That's okay. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to give him a ball to get settled. All right, get a move on. ODI. We kind of want to keep Critchley on strike. So he's really got to try and hit a 4. If he gets out, oh no, we've lost by 12 runs. How did we lose that game? All right, 8 matches, which means you have to play one team twice, which is a bit weird. And there's only a top 3, so don't worry about me getting in the top 3. That's unlikely to happen, very unlikely.